Nobody's here. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hello guys. I'm just going to get started so you guys can come in whenever you feel like it, okay? Let me just look through these damned... there you go. This one. Oh, damned. What is going on? I don't know what's wrong with this. Okay, perfect. I mean, you guys can see me just about. No. No. Okie dokie. So guys, hello and welcome to another day in paradise. And welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropean. In today's live video, I know it's a spontaneous live, but I wanted to make a video on this subject quite some time ago, right? I never had or found the time. And you know what? This actually says a lot about this subject matter, right? I saw what happened to Lauren Smith Fields and this Matthew LaFountain. And I was like, clearly this is something which is a possible criminal act in the African American community, one of the diasporan communities. And I thought, okay, yeah, we can make something about this. And then I just thought, nah, so be it. And part of me was like, well, you know, I don't really care. That's a horrible thing to say, isn't it? I genuinely thought, not my problem. And I think part of the part of the reason why I thought that was because everybody else I felt was saying the same thing. Yeah. Not very many big YouTubers were talking about it. There were only a very few small YouTubers that were talking about it. Even, I mean, I follow a lot of YouTubers, but even those ones that are like, you know, manosphere type YouTube channels, they weren't really going at it. They weren't pushing about it. Good afternoon, Tanya. Hello, Tanya. They weren't really going for it. And I'm sitting here thinking, why? I mean, clearly the reason should be quite obvious for you guys, the reason why. But, and what is the reason why? The reason why is because this Lauren Smith Fields was dating, the man that Lauren Smith Fields was dating was, hello Shamitzia, hello, was a Caucasian American man. And we know that the vast majority of Black American communities are quite conservative, aren't they? You know, they're not big on the old dating outside their race type thing, especially in America. You know, they're quite hard on that. Okay, sorry, Baba. Hello, it's a cover-up. You say it's a cover-up. I think it is a cover-up, partly anyway. Or I think that the police aren't putting all their energy into it for obvious reasons. And it's so typical, and we can see it. The whole community is silent about it. They genuinely don't care about it. They're like, yeah, you know, oh well, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. You know, you take the risk. You know, you shouldn't be, you know, date somebody, don't just date somebody your own age, date somebody your own race. A lot of people were, you know, so be it. And the question I posed in the thumbnail, should we care? Should we care that a family has lost a daughter, a Black woman? Or do we have a community, especially in America, you know, a community where they are saying, we know what they are like. We know what they are like here in America. If you need to find out the hard way, then so be it. It's horrible. It's horrible. But we all know that this Matthew LaFontaine is not being treated like a man of suspicion, which he should be. And we know that the police aren't using all avenues to try and pursue a line of finding out whether this man actually did do something, whether he's culpable or not in the transition of Lauren Smith Fields. And we have the divestment community. Hello, Annie V. We have the divestment community. They're all quiet as well. I think I've seen one video, and I don't watch the divestment videos. They're trash, to be honest with you. So I don't watch them. But I did see one divester create a video about LaFontaine and Smith Fields. I didn't go into. I wish I should have watched it before I went live now. But it's interesting that this community just sort of wants to sweep things. Yeah, she was a pretty girl. But you know, Annie V, I think most of the people inside here are at an age where pretty girls that are pretty on the outside are a dime a dozen now. Go on Instagram and type in beautiful woman. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them, all wearing that same makeup, all with their noses done. It's terrible now. Natural women, you know, they don't exist anymore. Somehow they've disappeared. Hello. And it's scary. It's scary, you know, that we are in a place now where looks are so important. But she was a beautiful girl. I'm not even sure if she was beautiful on the inside, but like I said, we are old enough to know that beauty comes from within. It doesn't come from outside. I've seen beautiful women, you know, there's just so many of them that it's not even interesting anymore. Show me what's inside your mind. Show me what's inside your heart. Are you trustworthy? Yes, she wasn't a YouTuber, but however, she wasn't a divester, was she? YouTuber. She was a YouTuber as in hair and makeup and stuff, apparently. But like I said, yes, like I said, the community has been silent, deafening even. The one video blames black. Of course, Stoic One. Do you know what though? Do they have a point? You know, is it not our responsibility to make sure that our women are purely focused on us? Right? Is it our, you know, could I say the same thing? I'm not married to a black woman. Can I say the same thing? Oops. You know, of course not. We're all responsible, right? We're all responsible. We all have our responsibilities. And she's responsible for her own actions too. But, you know, a lot of people say, because, you know, they will look at this and say, well, you know, what's this beautiful black girl doing with this older Caucasian man? What's she doing with him? Does she find him physically attractive? Probably not, but maybe so. I don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. People will start to make assumptions that she was looking for a particular type of man. Had she dated outside of her race before? Was it a normal thing? Yeah. Does she deserve, yeah, okay. Does she deserve justice though? She deserves it, right? I cannot turn around and say that this guy 100% did it. I could say that there is definitely suspicions. But like I said, she was a grown-up woman. She's in her mid-20s. She should be old enough to be responsible, to make her own decisions. Nobody forced her, to go on a dating app and find an old man who perhaps she could, I don't know, I'm not even going to say those words, but no one asked her to go on that dating site and do that. And after a lot of what Black Americans have been through, it makes you question these types of women. It's like, why would you still, bumble? Why would you still want to, look for a Caucasian American man? Oh, he's only 36. Okay, so he's what, 10, 11 years older than her? Oh, man. Oh, rent, eh? Rent. Are we that desperate? Is the community that desperate that we need to do these things where we're meeting these people? They said they found pills on the bed, or they found pills. I wonder what the toxicology report's going to come back. I wonder what, I mean, of course, it's already come back. It happened 3 weeks ago, right? Guys, I didn't look into it, to be honest with you, because I didn't really want to talk about the actual case itself. I wanted to talk about, should the family request an independent post-mortem if the state one is believed to be unreliable? I think so. Definitely. The American cops are bent, man. They're so corrupt. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would not trust them for a split second. None of them, no. Especially if it's one of their own as well. Nah, forget that. In Connecticut, definitely would go and do something about that. Especially if it was my daughter. It's sad that she was, in her prime of her life, really. Ended way too soon. Someone is culpable, and it's either her or this LaFountain. I don't think anyone deserves that, but if I deal with Palm people, expect trouble. Yeah, she definitely had low self-esteem. I always think that, and Palm folks are like sharks to weak black folks. True. Very true. Toxicology report. Acute intoxication due to promethazine, hydroxine and alcohol. Cops don't do autopsies. They will cover it up. Yeah, we know cops don't do autopsies. It's done by the coroner, but the coroner works with the cops, right? The toxicology came back that she died from alcohol. Okay. D and A. Mother and father went to the apartment. Yeah, I heard about the way that the police treated them, but do we expect any better? We should not be expecting any better. We should make the assumption that they are going to act in the way that they acted, right? We shouldn't be, look at what they did. Look at the way they treated it. Why are we surprised at this still? It's really weird. It's really weird. We know what they are like. So just know, you should know by now who they are and what they are like, and oh dear. Sorry, I'm just going to read some of what you said. If it were BM, the divestors would be yeah, of course. Probably. Yeah, they would. If he was a black man, the divestment community would be all over it. But I'm looking across the divestment community and no one's saying anything. Or they are in support of Mr. LaFountain. Oh yeah, no, he didn't do anything wrong. No. Yeah, okay. It's okay. Stockholm, man, Stockholm. Leave them to it. We need to teach our children that palm people are very dangerous and that they stay away. Do you know what the thing is? It's demonstrable, right? It's demonstrable. And if I was a Caucasian American man, you know, I'd be embarrassed. Really, I'd be embarrassed about what my forefathers had done. But these people seem to be really proud. Like, you know, they're really proud of what they're for. They worship their forefathers, don't they? Even though they're a bunch of degenerate, you know, disease-ridden, you know, so-and-so. I could keep going. But, yeah, they were the worst of their kind. Hence the reason why they went to America in the first place. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that no one is really getting on them. Not really getting on them. And it's sad as well at the same time. The black community don't support her. They don't. They don't care. It's really sad. And also, clearly, I mean, the Caucasian community in America, they clearly don't care. Oh, that's sad. They're getting on with their days, you know. Who's that guy? Is it Potito? Remember that Gabrielle Potito? That girl that went missing a few months back. She went on the road. She was doing van life with her boyfriend. And they went on the road and she went missing. Do you remember that? That blew up. That was like, boom. Where is she gone? Oh man, that was on the news every single day. Where's this girl? Find Gabby. Yeah. Everyone was wearing the t-shirts. They were doing special lives and stuff. Boy, when this girl, when you know, this, Smith Fields, when she went, they were like, yeah, man, she's gone, man. Yeah. Anyway, here's Bob with sports. just, let's move on. So yeah, it's funny. It's funny, like, it's almost as if they're not trying to hide that they are biased. They don't care anymore. No one cares. They're just, you know, who's going to complain? God rest her soul, but I feel nothing. I know. It's horrible. It's horrible. And should we feel something? The reason I struggle to empathize with her is because she was old enough to make her own decisions and make her own choices. And also the community that backed her up, that supported her, that pushed her to do what she did, you know what I mean? That pushed her to date their older Caucasian men. Date that, you know, because men that look like me, we're not good enough. No, we're terrible. And now she's gone, oh yeah, you should feel sorry for her. No, I don't. I don't feel that. I'm sorry. What do you want? I don't feel it. I don't even know whether I should. I feel more for the family because they've lost somebody. But I don't. She's gone. She made, you know, she's done what she's done. We all take that chance when we go out every day. We all take that chance. We all make those decisions. It's sad. Stranger danger, whatever color. Yeah. It is. I agree with that. But in America, I think it's different. In America, it's different. demonstrably different. And we don't have to go back far to know what his folks and his folks were doing. So I don't think it's got much to do about the race, but more to do with race, nationality, and culture. Our experience is that we were sold without any part of our unique cultures intact. So we are still upset and angry at the people who we supposedly believed robbed us of their identity. The 16-year-old Tony Theus was the victim of H on January 8th, 2022. Wow, that's horrible. In America, it's the same. Yes, it is. Oh, what is America? What is the same? Sorry. Oh, yes, you do. The rate is off the... yeah, of course. You know, and that's the sad thing. It's not like... I don't think there is a difference. I think that women put themselves in risk. They put themselves at risk when they go meeting men on these apps, regardless. But what made her think that she could trust this man with, you know, if things go wrong? What made her think that she could? Because she did. She put her life in his hands. That's scary. In the hands of a stranger. How do you know he's going to treat you right? Oh, well, you know, he's the lighter the complexion, the better. We are fighting to get help to get... wait. Killing is more than in their nature. How do you know? I don't, but I know she had the support from that community. 120%, 1,000% she had that support from that community. She perhaps it was even influenced by that community. 100%. I don't run one of those channels where I have my, you know, my wife from another life coming on board, you know, and trying to be the cute mixed couple. I'm not into that. I'm too old for that. I've seen those couples do that. A lot of people are making money off the fact that they are dating outside their race. And a lot of people want that. A lot of people are looking for that. And she clearly was looking for that. Is she a divester? I don't think, you know, I cannot say whether or not she proclaimed to be a divester. However, you can still... Does she deserve justice? But you don't know. She could have done it herself. It's not 100% that this Matthew LaFountain did anything. So... And you don't know that. I don't know that. It's hard, man. It's hard. Detroit man charged with setting pregnant girlfriend. I cannot say that. Was 50k or 10%. I don't understand why you would put that up. Is this a tit for tat? Should I start, you know, I don't understand why you'd put that up for. Oh, shit. She made posts basically mirroring divest talking points. Well, she called us coloreds and was looking to be a Wow, I didn't know that. It's on her Facebook. Wow. As well as other black male channels picking up the story as the day progresses. Wow. Told you. A lot of divestors You've seen their videos, right? Have you seen those divester channels? How many divester channels do you see the women doing talking head videos? Do you know what a talking head YouTube channel is? It's like my channel where you see me, you see my head and I'm talking. It's a talking head channel. Most of them don't do that because they cannot show their faces on YouTube. They cannot. They live that life where they probably have a boss or they probably live in the black community and they don't want people seeing their faces as they are saying this because they know they could either be putting themselves into danger or they could be putting themselves, you know, in a place where they could lose their jobs and stuff if they start talking that way. Push up wrong, yeah. Hello, Glitterati. How is it clearly a murder? How do we know that? I mean, I'd love to. You can't make. It's difficult to make those assumptions. It is difficult. But the only reason why I would say, because if it was a black guy, then it's more than likely I wouldn't be thinking the way I'm thinking now. So I think you're right, Glitterati. You know, I wouldn't be thinking that way. I shouldn't be thinking that way, but I do. I automatically make the assumption, yeah, he did that. But if it was a black, you know, because they do that. They have that thirst. You've seen them. They go out, they get the jobs as policemen, and they're just waiting for that time to take that thing out and. You support separation. Okay. It's rare for black men. What is rare? All the evidence leads to it from the families fighting against. I think the family have massive problems on their side because the police is on his side. So I shouldn't be laughing, but it's so funny that you have policemen like that. But they are like that, and you've come to, you know, you'd have to be blind to not know they're like that. But if these women who worship men like Lauren, like Le Fountain, they want to do it, they can do it, leave them to it. Hey, all glad you are talking about this. I wanted to make a quick video, but it's something that we need to talk about. Generally, people don't support escort girls. I know. Do you reckon she was one of those? I know it's a horrible question to ask, but do you think that she was a working girl? Choosing the oppressor is an act of treason during war, where we are disadvantaged. Good riddance. Wow. Sugar baby. You think I'm playing? I just got a message from what's his name? Billy Carson. How funny. You think I'm playing? I literally just got a message from him. But yeah, anyway. I had to do it with the Mr. T voice in my mind. So where do we go from here? Oh, he sent me an urgent legal document. Oh, thank you for that, Billy. Oh dear. Why do these scam artists do this? Why do they think that everyone's going, oh damn. Anyway. Attorney sent the email. Oh please, don't email me. You have to send it to my address. If you haven't got my address, then forget it. Billy, if you're watching this, forget it. Anyway, so where do we go from here? As a community, I genuinely believe that we need to, you know, bite our teeth and support the family. However, that feeling that you have inside yourself, or lack of feeling, I think you should go with your gut. When black people go with their gut, it generally turns to be correct, you know. We're good at that. And I would say that, you know, in light of the current situation in America, with all the phones, all the phone footage, with the way that these men are, and if you are still believing that these Caucasian American men are to be trusted 100%, yeah, we can trust, then good luck with that. You're on your own. When it hits the fan, you're on your own, man. There's nothing we can do, but it's your life, and I don't think anybody can. No one could take that life. Well, they can take that life away from you, but no one can tell you what to do, especially when you're at that correct age. When you're at that age, in your mid-20s. Beautiful girl, right? Beautiful girl. Should have been a model. She was probably an IG model, wasn't she? Oh. Bro, are you involved with a Caucasian woman? No. No. I'll leave that with you guys. So guys, anyway, I can't stay on this for much longer, but I really did want to bring this up. I really do think we should support her family 100% now. Whatever way this Lauren, is her name Lauren Smithfield, whatever way she thought, whichever way she went, that's up to her, and she's not here anyway to support herself, right? To defend herself. So if you voted for Biden, don't pretend you don't support the murder of black men and Libyan and Afghan. Yep, absolutely, being stuck and enslaved due to support of Zadie. Yeah, exactly. Why would a community push her to do? Of course. Listen, the people on social media aren't called influencers for no reason, okay? They're called influencers because they influence people into making decisions. Let's not kid ourselves now. Come on. And if she had her own YouTube channel, then she would have been using that YouTube channel to, you know, I mean, not to post any videos or anything like that herself, you know, in support of the divestment community. But clearly she was on the scope. She was looking at those things and posting the same paraphernalia that all those divester sisters do. So she had a good YouTube channel. I didn't know that. Is it down now? It's down, right? I don't think they should have taken it down, which is sad. They shouldn't have taken it down. They should have left it up. Didn't take them long to take it down though, did it? She's a 10. No, she was not a 10, but she was nice. She was nice. You don't know whether a woman is ever a 10 until you sit down with her, until you wake up in bed with her every morning. You know, you don't know whether a woman is a 10. A woman could be beautiful on the outside, but if she is on the inside, then she is not a 10. The same with men as well, the other way around. Men could be good looking on the outside, but if they are on the inside, then they're not good. They're not good. Black men dating W women is seeking their options, but black women dating is self-hate. No. Now, let me tell you the difference. Right, okay, listen. You will get some people, there is a difference. You get women who are divestors, and i.e. they push for women in the black community to only date exclusively white men. So not all couples or people in mixed race relationships are equal. I can be on this channel now, I can say to you, I love my black women. I do. I love them. My mother's a black woman. My sisters are black women. I love black women. And so I can say that. I don't go around only choosing women like that. When I was single, I didn't run it. I was like, you know what? I need to find myself, even though deep down in the back of my mind, it was that way. I was saying to myself, you know what? I'll never date another Caucasian woman. Deep down in my mind, I was saying that, but it, just didn't work that way. Ultimately, you can't help who you fall in love with. But I think that the communities in America are different, because communities in America are more fragmented, are more apart, right? You live specifically in your community, within your cultural community, nationality, religious, ethno-religious community. It's crazy. Hate it. Horrible. I hated America when I was living there. I did. I didn't like that part about it, because I was brought up in quite well, my parents were conservative, but because they didn't like it when I brought home, the first time I ever brought home a Caucasian woman. No, they didn't like it, and neither did my family. They were like, "Blood, you don't do that." So I had that because, yeah. So it's one of those things. Let's have a look. That men in America love our black women listed dating white women. Yeah, so wait a minute. Yeah, listen to our music. Yeah, true. Oh, listen to our music from the 90s. Remember our music in the 90s? That was beautiful. The music was beautiful. We uplifted one another, except for East Coast, West Coast. Okay. Who started that beef? Who cares about East Coast, West Coast? Idiot boy. Anyway, so come on. No one cares. No one cares. It's stupid. Biggie, Tupac, all gone because of beef that they, that didn't mean anything. It's really stupid. Guys, I didn't want to stay on this for long, but it was nice having this chat. It was really nice to have this chat and to talk about this. We are in those days right now, guys, where we need to look at what we see on the TV and take extra care. It's not like she didn't see what was happening to George Floyd and everybody. Imagine that. Imagine seeing on camera, these WMs going out and doing that to men that look like me. Imagine seeing that and then going out and saying, do you know what? I need one of those. Okay. Leave them to it. Leave them to it. But I've got to be careful because I hate women from that community. I despise them. I don't even despise them. I don't have any care for them. Honestly. it's they don't pose much of a risk, but I would say that they're definitely more of a possible. They could start an infection within our community, and I think we're dealing with enough already. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this family gets some rest, and I hope they find the truth out. And Lauren Smith Fields, I hope she rests in peace. And Matthew LaFountain, if you are guilty, then I hope you rest in pieces. Okay, so that's all I got time for today. Thank you guys, thank you for joining. Like if you can before you leave, and guys, I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. I've got a long video coming out tomorrow, guys. This is the part of the reason why I'm doing this live. I've got a pretty long video coming out, and I've been editing it all day long, and I still haven't finished editing it. So, okay, but it'll be finished by tomorrow, and you guys are gonna have some fun tomorrow. Okay, okay. Until the next time, please think twice. Tara a bit. Thank you, guys.